We'll continue with the fourth lesson. Next topic is relation between rate of interest and investment. If the higher the rate of interest rate, reduce the investment, because the rate of interest, the increasing cost of borrowing things will be more. Then the interest rate, what they will do, they will reduce the investment because the profit is less than the investment. The investment is higher than the profit. That means the if I keep on investing means my expense will be more. My profit is very less. That is the meaning there. So for example, we can see if my interest rate is increasing from a 5% to 8%, then my investment will fall from 100 to 80. 100 crores lende 80 crores maridum. So what they will do in that time, if interest rate keep on increasing means enterprise interest list owners and all, what they will do to, if they want to buy the loan or a credit from the bank means they have to pay more interest. In that time, what the interest will think. So what they will do, they as a because they want to become a safer side, what they will do, they will keep that money as a savings, because the rate of a return, that means profit is, if I invest in the industry also, profit is very less. So instead of keeping my investment in the industry, I can keep the money in the savings, because I can have a more interest. Like that, the mentality of the entrepreneurs will become. So that can be shown diagram, see there. If a interest rate is increasing from a 5 to 8 percentage, then what I will do, last if my interest rate 5% mean, that time 100 crores I will put in my industry. If interest rate is increasing to 8 percentage, because the cost of a raw material keep on increasing means I cannot be having more that much of money. So what I will do, I'll keep that 80 crores only in my business for a investment to produce the product. I'll keep only the 80 crores only. The next topic is that marginal efficiency of a capital. So this was first introduced by the James Keynes in the 1936 and determined the autonomous investment he has determined with the expected profit with the additional of capital assets. So the higher rate of return over the cost of expected from the additional unit of capital asset. That means using the additional capital, how I can increase my rate of return. That is what you wanted to explain. So that can be depend upon two category. That is a prospective yield on a capital asset. Second one is the supply price of a capital asset. So this is based on three factors. First one is cost of capital of asset. That means how much to start my new business or existing business, how much the strategy to apply that capital that I have to do. How much the expense for my industry, or to buy the any machines or anything, the capital asset have to think it. Then in my lifetime, suppose my industry is running for 10 years or 20 years means, in that 20 years how much profit I can earn. Third one is according to the market rate of return, I am capable to produce a product or not. So these are the three factors they have to decide before investment they have to make in the industry. So that can be of two types, that is short run, long run. First we'll go for the short run. For example, a demand for a product. First one is demand for the product. Suppose the demand for the product is decreases, then the cost of that product will increases. Then the investment will decline. For example, you think of my, if I am having a old, if I am having a two-wheeler, you think. If that two-wheeler has become a, that brand or a model has become old means, demand for the two-wheeler will be less. That's what the demand is less. If I want to buy any spare part for that old two wheeler means, if I cannot buy because there is nobody is having that old model, it becomes. So what they will do, if I want means have to pay more money, so the cost of that spare part will be more. So that's what increasing cost. So that will become the decreasing investment. So what the industrial visit, that is become a old model. Why you have to produce a spare part? So what the industrialist, what they will think, they won't manufacture. So investment on that product will decreases. That's what the meaning. If a demand decreases, the cost will increases, and the investment of that product will decreases. Second one, liquid asset. For example, if a entrepreneur is holding more money, that means without investing on any other industry, he is keeping more money in his hand means in any sudden changes in the market means he can use that opportunity and make more profit. He can invest more in that time and make a more profit. That's what the liquid asset. Next, sudden change in the income. For example, anything sudden windfall profit, that means tax concession if government is giving means that time they can that means marginal efficiency of capital will be high. If it's high means what the industrial will do, they will keep on invest investment made in the industry. That means they maybe expand their business or anything they will do. So if an industry has become many industry, it has become means it is profit for the country. So the income of a national income also increase. That's what that is marginal efficiency of the capital falls means there also it falls in the income. If it's increase means national income also increases. That's what. Next is a current rate of investment. Current rate of investment means if a industry already they have invested their money more in their industry, there is no money left with them means and that time they cannot do anything. So that time a marginal efficient to capital will be low only. Next is a wave of optimism and pessimism. That means trade cycle, prosperity, depression, like that. No, that is a trade, a business cycle will tell. So if a businessman is optimistic about future means is a MEC, that is a marginal efficiency of capital will increases. High it will be there. If he's a pessimist, negative thought he'll be having. It won't, if I put the money I'll get or not, like that, a wavering mind if it's there means same MES will be low. Next is a long term factors, long run factors. In that, the first one is the rapid growth of population. Suppose the population is going keep on increasing means usually the demand for any product will people keep on increasing mean the goods for the demand for the goods also keep on increasing only. That time yeah, MEC will increases. Suppose if a population growth of decreasing means vice versa, same thing, it will marginal efficient capital will decreases. Next is a technological progress. If any change is sudden, usually example 20th century there is a change in the rubber industry, steel industry, oil industry means that time the invention of technology, any sudden change in the technology, button phone to touch phone, CD to um, memory card, like that, any changes technological mean that also will affect the marginal efficiency of a capital, because in that the industrialists will be encouraged to manufacture that product, so new project will be arriving. Next is a monetary physical policy. That means if the government give any liberal concession for the tax means that time marginal efficient of capital also will be increasing. Next, political environment means the smooth administration of political party, law and order is very good, smooth. If it's peace means the industry also will be thinking there'll be peace to manufacture, give the more product to the uh, customers. Then they will invest more money on the manufacturing any goods. Next, resources of availability means if a resources is cheap, natural resources are available abundantly means then they can produce more goods to meet the customer needs. So these are all about the long run factors. Next is the marginal efficiency of investment. So this marginal efficiency of investment means when the cost of borrowing is high. That means if I want to buy any loan or a credit from the bank means if interest rate is very high means the business person will be less motivated. They won't be encouraged to buy the money or borrow the money. So if they are not interested or less motivated to borrow the money means how they will invest the money in the new project, different project, how they will come. So that's what the investment or different project will be reduces. So the high cost of a borrowing reduces the profit margin of a business person. So if a interest rate is increasing means profit reduces, businessmen will be discouraged to invest their money in the business. So these are all about the marginal efficiency of the investment.